Hey guys, I hope you're all doing well. I'm here today with a brand new list made by Shinmiri himself. It is quite an awesome list that makes use of Muta Generator and Northern Realms. I have been sleeping on this card. It's actually excellent. It's not yet regarded as toxic, so you can give it a shot without fearing that Reddit will come after you. I'm going to show you how it works. Honestly, I had about 100% win rate with this list, minus 3 games. Most of them I played badly. It wasn't really the list's fault. But yeah, let's get right to it. Alright, so first things first, let's look at Muta Generator. So whenever you play a unit on your melee row, this will boost 5 random units on your side of the battlefield with the same provision cost by 1 point. Okay? Whenever you play a unit on your range row, it will boost 5 random units in your deck with the same provision cost by 1 point. So think about it like this. This is going to give you substantial carryover because this list has specifically been made to mostly be 5 provision cards. That's not bad, right? So the idea is that every time you play a Ballista, a Battering Ram or whatever on the range row, every single other 5 provision card in your deck will gain 1 point. Now, if your whole range row is filled with 5 provision cards, for instance, and you decide to finally play one of them on the melee row, then instead of boosting cards in your deck, it will boost at least 5 cards on your side of the board instead. It is so cool, and it plays for so many points. So I'm going to show you all the cards in this deck. It's fairly basic. Again, you want to start by playing Muta Generator as your first card. Preferably play it on the melee row so you have more space to play other cards on the range row. And from there on out, just play round 1 as long as you possibly can. It's even okay to go a card down. The amount of carryover you get is just going to make up for that by quite a bit. So as for all our cards, firstly we have a siege deck. So with siege we will be able to do quite a bit of damage if we are able to stack our side of the board with siege engines. Now, when it comes to siege engines, we have the reinforced Ballista, we also have the Battering Ram, we have the Ballista, and the best one is Roughheart's Vengeance. So if you can, I try and play Roughheart's Vengeance in round 1 as well. So I start off with the artifact I've just told you about, and then I go Roughheart's Vengeance as my second play. So a Roughheart's Vengeance will not work immediately unless you use your Inspired Zeal leader ability to give it Zeal. So you play that, use your leader ability, and then it will allow you to pick a bronze card from your hand, play that, and draw a card. So just again, it's going to allow you to play so much more cards while you have the Muta Generator on the board. So other than that, of course, Roughheart's Vengeance also has the crew ability. If you have 2 soldiers on each side, then you will be able to damage an enemy unit by 2 for every other one you add. This goes for mages as well. So when it comes to mages, the only mages we have in this deck is Duemviandra. Keep that in mind. Duemviandra is specifically used with the order ability of a location. That one would be the Mushy Truffle. So, Mushy Truffle spawns and plays a bonded unit from your starting deck. The only bonded unit we have in this deck is the Caravan Vanguard. Another 5 provision card, which obviously works very nicely with our other 5 provision cards. So with the Caravan Vanguard, you will be able to spawn a base copy of self in the range row perhaps, or you can just play it in the melee row and boost self by 3. Now obviously if you already have one of these on the board, they'll do both. They'll boost themselves by 3 and they will spawn a base copy of self. So that is what you're going to use along with the Mushy Truffle. Order ability spawns and plays Golden Froth, which boosts 3 adjacent units by 2 points. And with that, you can use Duemviandra to reset the order ability again and again. Also, it does have resilience, remember, so Mushy Truffle goes into the next round. So if you have another Duemviandra, you can reactivate it and play it again. Other than that, our soldiers will be the Siege Masters. These are still very good. Now, this can reduce an allied unit's cooldown by 1, but what it actually does is when you play a siege engine, it will summon self from your hand to the left of it, and then it will draw a card. So essentially this is just free thinning and drawing more cards. which is very nice. So you want these in your hand mostly. Sometimes I leave one in the deck because it's 5 provisions. It will also get all of the carryover that the Muta Generator creates. The only problem is you might end up bricking with one of those, and you'd rather not have that happen. Another one is not the Caravan Vanguard, that's merely a human. It's the Lyrium Landscape. This has formation, and it has an order ability that allows you to damage a unit by 1. If it is inspired, and it might be, it will damage it by 3 instead. So not bad at all. The last soldier we have would be that of the Temerian Drummer. At the end of the turn, it will boost the card to the right by 1 point. Alright, so next up we have Amphibious Assault. Amphibious Assault can be played 2 times. It will play Northern Realms card from your deck that costs a provision cost of 9 or less. We also have a Neuromancy we can play twice that can play any card from your deck. So you're going to try and use that for something like the Mushy Truffle, which can't be pulled by Amphibious Assault. Something like a potential Raffar's Vengeance that can't be pulled by Amphibious Assault. Or something like the Muta Generator, which is not a unit, so it cannot be pulled by Amphibious Assault. Another little inclusion here Shinmiri made is the Curse Scroll. This will draw a card of your choice and then put a card from your hand at the bottom of your deck. This is only if we go first. So we want to use that to draw something that will be difficult to attain without having without having something like Amphibious Assault or Neuromancy. So normally I go for something like the Muta Generator or Mushy Truffle. Alright, so when we reach the end of the game, something like Vernon Roach is quite fun. It allows you to play the top 2 cards from your deck, which is a lot of tempo, and it will allow you to get a lot of points in a short round. We also have stuff like Reinforcements, which makes a base copy of a bronze allied unit, and there are quite a few of them you could choose from. So when it comes to siege engines that will trigger our siege artifact, we will be able to play Ballista. You can play this between 2 soldiers because of the crew ability, but it will only allow you to gain 1 armor, which isn't really ideal. Then we have the Battering Ram. You can play this between 2 soldiers, and you will then be able to choose an enemy you wish to damage. This can come in handy, but really the one that gets the most from having crew, I'd say, is either going to be Raffar's Vengeance, or it's going to be the card you get with Siege, which is the Reinforced Trebuchet. The Reinforced Trebuchet tends to damage cards on the range row only, but if you have crew, it can damage a random enemy unit on any row. And the reason you want this crewed mostly is because people will purposely play on the melee rows so they don't get damaged every turn by the Trebuchet. Alright, so next up we have the Reinforced Ballista. It allows you to damage a unit every single turn. It also has resupply, meaning that whenever you play a warfare card, it will reduce the card's cooldown by 1 point. And then lastly but not least, we have Winch. This will boost an allied unit by 5 and reduce its cooldown by 3. So you want to keep that for cards like Ballista, which has a cooldown of 3, or even Raffar's Vengeance, which has a cooldown of 5. Now, I went through the basics of this list. Again, thanks for Shinmiri for creating this. It just shows you that a meta might feel dull, but really what we need is people making their own decks. I myself need to spend a bit more time making some original decks again. Right now I'm just showing you all the meta lists you'll find on the ladder if you get into pro rank, or maybe the top 3. And yeah, I'm sure after the patch notes come out, we will make an original list this upcoming Monday. So look out for that. But for now, I will show you 2 of my favorite games I played with this list. I hope you enjoy it. I hope you have a great weekend, and I'll see you next week. Forget Gwent, friends. Think about Project Golden Necker. I hear it's gonna be amazing. Just stick around. Don't go anywhere. And then after we get bored of Golden Necker, which won't happen, we have the next Witcher game, right? So much to look forward to. And then in 2050 we have virtual reality Witcher games coming out, so... Or 2070, I don't know, depends on CPR's plans. Precision strike. This is going to be a... What's the list I've been playing? Ornate sensor. This might very well be an ornate sensor list. But it's a pretty bad matchup for ornate sensor if that's the case. What is Project Necker? It is a standalone card game made by CDPR. And it will be released at the end of this year. So it could be pretty much anything. But we know a lot of resources is going into it.
Momentum, a footprint of mass and velocity.
Like another Gwent? I mean, we don't know. But it will be standalone, meaning it won't be against other people. It will be against the PC. So, a lot of speculation. I have a crew pocket. You're not wrong. I keep wrongly setting up this card. So what I wanted to do was, I wanted to play the soldier here. Like this.
Left, right.
And I mean, I have access to another soldier, so could create another pocket. Any leaks? No leaks. No leaks. Ah, that hurts. Also, they have a massive erendite, which is a big problem. Quickly. This list tempos ahead quickly. Yeah, it's rather scary, I won't lie. Long live me! Did you guys celebrate Donut Day? I didn't, but I did have donuts the day before. Is it a good idea to thin these siege masters in round 1? I thought about that myself. I think it could actually be better to hold on to them and get them bigger. Because they just feel so underwhelming at one point. Great Oak. Okay, this is not necessarily an ornate sensor deck. We are gonna have to opt out here. There's no way we catch up. Old Woman Tia will still be a caster for Gwent the VR card game. I sure as hell will. Yeah, then I'll be able to use VR to get rid of like all my old lady wrinkles and stuff like that. The future will be insane. Yeah, looks good, looks good. Is this a Dwelves deck? It appears to be... no, it's Vanadayan.
Dwan will not be heard.
Okay, do I need to play Siege right now, or what? Let's first get out our carryover, shall we?
Away from our wares! Away!
Hey Baron, wouldn't it be hard to avoid thinning the Siege Masters? I mean, yeah, you'd have to reshuffle them into the deck and mulligan them, essentially. Yeah, mulligans, basically. How are you doing, Baron? Okay. Do I hold on to Siege? Monka S? Or do we just get ahead like this? Yeah. If you play Vernon Roach, you probably just want those potential bricks gone. Yeah, that's also true.
Time for you to die, Dwan.
Okay, so when they shuffle this back, I am in trouble. Whee!
Our path over the earth by stars and
You're well?
skies
I'm glad to
guide.
hear that. What was that? You can keep one copy, mulligan the other. Potentially, right? Oh, Zoltan. So the only thing that's scaring me here is that this is starting to look like a potential 2-0 attempt.
My home is wherever the road takes me.
I will not allow it. Our hand is too good to allow this. I'll just use reinforcements on another caravan vanguard. What happened to the giant frog? Is there a win con deck with that?
Traveling is an option, you see. One of the better ones.
Mom, that's the cutest question you've ever asked in chat. Ever. You didn't use the word win con correctly, but I understand what you mean. So what a win con is a specific card could be a win condition.
Know that I was trained.
So if you draw the card and play it correctly, that's a win condition. So what you mean is can you play the frog as a win condition? Not really. It's in our monster deck we've played earlier today, but it's not a win condition. It won't win you the game, but it's good enough to play in a deck.
White sands to snows.
I love you. If you watch my latest YouTube video or on the monsters list, you'll see the giant frog. Shall we play Amphibious Assault or throw away Winch? Winch gives us 5 points. 5-point Winch. Oh, you know what? I thought I would be able to use Inspired Zeal, and I just realized I can't use it on a single card because it's not Northern Realms. I almost did a big miscalculation because of Zoltan. I was thinking I'd use one charge. Weird. Okay, well, we just play Amphibious Assault real quick. Play Battering Ram. Easy. And give it a boost. Yes. And we win. Every time. Nice. Very nice. I'll just start with Siege and then watch them forfeit real quick. How much do you guys want to bet they'll forfeit when I play Siege? No?
Blood!
Fine. I bet you one unicorn. I don't own one though. Hey Chrissy, you just woke up? Were you up all night talking again to somebody?
An elf, a sage conversed with an
That's
ape.
fine. Now he will forfeit. Oh yeah.
For the daisy of the valley!
After I play Vernon Roach, he'll forfeit. Yeah, let's play Vernon Roach.
Again and again.
No? Damn, they are pushing for it. What do you have? That is so great. Oh, Aaron, fair enough. $100%. 100%. Hoo-ha, hoo-ha. Not been in your chat for a little while. Is this a new setup? I am still in America. No. We'll be going to 2,500 soon. My gosh. Okay, so we started with Muta Generator, great. Duemviandra, that's fine. GG, Smidge. It serves the illusions topic. Yeah, I love illusions. I've seen a lot of them when I was younger. Went to a whole illusion thing, so the walls were like covered in them. I'm just trying to think what I want to do here. Get rid of Battering Ram and Ballista. Another Deadeye Ambush. If you're seeing too much Simlas, then Pony may not be a bad idea. Feign Death. Okay. Yeah, it's a very common way to start. So they are gonna go for round control, that's for sure.
Momentum, a function of mass and velocity.
Ballerina goes both ways at the same time, yeah.
Time for you to die, Dwan.
Yeah, so they have a lot of tempo round one. That's their thing.
Left, right, left, right.
It's funny that no one tries to banish Muta Generator. Yeah, you have to really play it yourself before you realize its true strength. Nice. And I mean, you have significant tempo just with Raphart's Vengeance. I thought Muta Generator is low pace tempo, but really, at any point I can start playing cards on the melee row and start boosting these instead, which makes it just as strong. This would be overkill if it had resilience, but it's not the case, right? Alright, so we can do that. Ouch. How about we go for the mushy truffle here?
Away from my wares! Away!
Like, look at all this carryover. It's insane. I wish the new Squirtle artifact was better. Shouldn't Rapharts go front row in this deck? No. Why do you say that? Can I get ahead here is the question. Let's hope. More room to boost? I mean, I like playing cards next to him because of the soldier effect.
Travel makes one modest. Let's one see the bigger picture.
Also, if you have this whole row, the next card I play on the front row is going to boost all of these, which is quite nice. So if I use a Neuromancy now, I get ahead easily. Let's go. Okay, so let's see. Can I play Battering Ram, Range Row, get out Siege Master, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is that enough? You know what? No. Let's go for a Neuromancy into Amphibious Assault, into Reinforced Ballista, Melee Row.
I pass on
Nice.
every 10th round.
And that should do the trick. Now, what are they playing? Normally I assume this is a traps deck, but I didn't think it is necessarily a traps deck. I don't know whether I should go for a long round or bleed. My gut says bleed. I don't know, chat. Most trap decks play scenario round 1. Yeah, I'm well aware of that as well. That's what makes it sketchy. Bleed, point, slam, short round carryover favors you. I mean, when in doubt, you bleed. Do it? Yes. That was a nice coffee. Siege time, yeah. Well, first we have to fool them into playing something on the range row. It is a trap stick. Knew it. Okay, so we just play our worst cards, I guess. Get out as many traps as possible. Damn. What am I gonna play now? Probably not Vernon Roach. Or do I go all out? I'm not sure. We have to get the traps out. That's all I know.
Again and again and again.
Don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. No! Okay, do we have enough for siege? Hopefully. Called it. They play Hattori. I know, this just... What are you gonna do? Let's bleed the living heck out of them. That's what I like to hear. Call of the Forest. Interesting. Trying to save those traps, are we?
I value adventures only independent of the band.
Here we go. That should do it. I think we can pass now. Pitfall could be a lot of points. Yeah, luckily it was incinerating trap. So we probably pass now, I'd say. Aldane, really?
Allow me to play you an elven folk.
What do we do now? What on earth? I feel like this has to be a pass. Surely. I can't give up my Vernon, but they have 9 points sitting right here. I can't do Vernon because it will probably draw siege and then I have nothing for round 3. Okay, well, I mean, we got his Serpent Traps out. We got Aldane out. Yes, he'll probably have Verna Seal. Yes. Yes. Okay, great stuff. Great stuff. What a hand. You didn't get much better than this. Oh, another trap. I was hoping it would be Pitfall. Another trap. Oh my. Should I wait a bit? Should I play Vernon Roach and then play Caravan Vanguards? Yeah, I feel like we should wait a bit and play Vernon Roach. One.
A long road to walk we have.
2. The 7 is better. maybe. The thing is, I don't want them to get rid of any of my siege engines just yet. Because when I hit the last part of the scenario, it's gonna play bombardment. It worked out? Yeah. Couldn't you play a roach long range now? I'm not sure what you're saying. Oh, couldn't I play roach in the range show? Yeah, you're right. That was a mistake on my end.
Aim between the eyes. Leave none alive.
I certainly could have. I think in the end it didn't matter all that much. Merely because I would have board wiped anyway. Yeah, we win. 100%. 100%. Hoo-ha. I was just asking MB, he's melee row only. Oh, okay. No, I mean, playing him on the range show would have been better because of the catapult. You're not wrong.